Morning, church. We're in 1 John chapter 2. Going to look at two more verses 22 and 23. Yesterday, we kind of talked about John as setting some dividing lines between believers and non-believers because some people had come into the church teaching some false things. We're really going to look at that one today and how they were trying to pull people away from who Jesus actually was. So let's look at these two verses, beginning in verse 22. Who is the liar but he who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist. He who denies the Father and the Son. No one who denies the Son has the Father, and whoever confesses the Son has the Father also. So the first area of unity that we had was unity in the gospel, which included Jesus Christ. Today, we're going to talk about the division of the person of who Jesus actually is. And John is very clear that he who denies the Father also denies the Son, and he who denies the Son also denies the Father. He says it in the positive in saying denies the Father has the Son and denies the Son has the Father. So here's what I want us to see is to deny Christ, denying the deity of Christ is also denying Christ. So we have to see Jesus as one part of the Trinity, which we believe and hold to be true, right? So if Jesus is part of the Trinity, the triune God, they're three in one, which I can't really explain that. It's a mystery. It's part of the mystery of the gospel, but the Bible is very clear in who Jesus is. And this is one of the things that could divide us, and it should divide us because we believe that Jesus is not only the Son of God, but John in his gospel says he was with God in the beginning. He was God. So he believes, he's teaching us to believe that Jesus was God. He was, yes, there with him in the beginning, but he was also God. And again, very difficult to explain and wrap our minds around as humans, and that's why we trust in the mystery of the gospel, and that I don't want to worship a God I can fully understand and fully grasp. He's far above us. So first of all, to deny Jesus' deity it's not something small. That's something big. And those in the early church in the first century, there was this thing called Gnosticism, which really wasn't uniform. The only thing I would say that it was uniform in its teaching was that it was a deficient view of Jesus. They didn't have a full view of who Jesus was. They were trying to diminish who Jesus was. And that is something that should divide us because we believe Jesus to be the Son of God and to be God. And it reveals errors that we still see in the church today that was being discussed and pulling Christians away 2,000 years ago. And so we got to continue to be diligent to understand that the view of Jesus is that he is divine and he's divinely the second person in the Trinity and that he was no mere man. And to say so, according to the New Testament, would be to align yourself on the wrong side of what Scripture teaches about Jesus. So we'll pick up there tomorrow.